people love playing with me, but hate it when I play back. What goes around comes around.
Listen, I don't have a minute to spare because it's so much. I just want to get right into it. Hi, everybody. How are you? Buenos dias. Hola. Freddie was supposed to be with us, so Freddie's running late. You guys know Freddie's one of my best friends on the internet, and he's got a lot to talk to us about, but we're going to get started, and hopefully he'll catch up. We've got Carlos Springs in the house today. So childish.
Sorry, Sharrell. You know, I'm always running late. Sorry.
Y'all don't understand. Perry takes this joke off camera. He shows up around the house as Carlos Spring. He is a hot ass mess. I cannot think of it.
Okay, Sharrell.
Perry, please stop.
Can I just say hello, everybody? Thanks for being on your platform again. We can do this weekly. You know, I love you. I love all my raindrips, and they love me. They really truly love me. And everybody loves Carlos with a U. Everybody loves me, okay? And we're here to talk, of course, not my own shows. We're going to talk housewives, people. Housewives today. Let's do that.
Are you sure you don't want to talk about your own shows?
No, I mean, my shows are top notch, and I don't know. No. I just want to talk about the pesky women that I love so much and dear friends with. All the housewives. That's it. That's all the housewives.
Perry, please.
Because I know how you get, Sharrell. You know, you can get ghetto.
Esto se jodió.
I'm here with you, Sharrell. I love your fire and your desire, baby. Yes.
I'm sorry, you guys. These are jokes that Perry does around the house. He pretends to be Carlos Spring instead of Carlos King. You are a mess. Please don't make me laugh today because we got some serious topics today. Whew, we're going to talk about the girls planning a coup d'etat to get rid of Andy Cohen. That ain't right, people. We're going to talk about... Oh, sorry. Yes, fighting. Mr. Carlos. What? Carlos, you have something to say?
Carlos. The girls are fighting, child. The girls are fighting. Yes.
Sorry, guys. Yes, the girls they're fighting Andy Cohen, which is not a good idea. And now I can't believe I'm getting ready to say this next sentence, but we're going to talk about Kyle and Mauricio's breakup and how I might feel sorry for Kyle. Okay, I mean, pigs are flying now, people. We're going to talk about Phaedra and Apollo. We're going to talk about Quad. Quad just don't like her co-workers. It is what it is, people. And then we're going to get very serious and talk about Katie Ross. Okay, so let's get started. And hopefully Freddie will be here any minute. So we're going to start out with Andy Cohen. Okay, so we all know that Brandy is suing Andy Cohen and Leah McSweeney, I believe her last name, from the Real Housewives of New York, is suing Andy Cohen also. But guess what we found out about behind the scenes? They're saying that they're trying to get more people on board. They want Andy Cohen to be fired. Now,
fired?
fired.
Oh my
They're
God.
saying he needs to be fired. If they don't fire him, he needs to be replaced for the last shows that he does. What are they called? Reunions. Now look, I was never a huge Andy Cohen fan, but you have to give credit where credit's due. Andy Cohen created those shows. They might not be at their top game now, but at some point they were. And I'm just not, and I don't want them to all, I don't know, what am I feeling, Perry? Like, don't start suing people and trying to clear his
Sharrell,
name.
I mean, what you're feeling is totally different than what I'm feeling. Okay, child? Because me and my raindrops,
But
only thing we know today is a celebration because the girls are fighting and I love it. And it did not hurt my feelings. Not a
Carlos,
little bit.
do you still hold a grudge towards Andy Cohen for
You
all that?
said my favorite word, Sharrell, when you said that they're trying to get him fired so I can return. Because you're so ghetto.
Esto se jodió.
No, okay, for 1 second, be Perry again. You think that you still feel like Carlos King wants to work for Bravo? That's crazy.
It would seem that way. Either work for him or be a castmate, like a housewife himself. I'm just saying, like,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
when have you seen the owner for Walmart hanging out at Target?
Wow.
Who does that but Ernesto? And he's there only for the robbery of it all.
I'm sorry, guys. Perry, you got to stop doing Carlos because I can't think. You feel that, yeah, I feel it's very suspicious that Carlos has an unusual love for Bravo and all of the castmates. He's supposed to be going on some tour and he's bringing housewives, but doesn't bring his number one star of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Melody Holt. Everyone said, well, he already interviewed her. No, you got to push Melody to push the brand. I just don't understand. Carlos,
I mean,
do you know what your cousin Carlos is thinking about?
Maybe you get to believe in the brand.
Ooh, Carlos Spring.
Did I say that? Did I say that? Oh no. You know, I'm gonna say this, Sharrell, and I'm gonna take it back.
You're messy. Do you think that there is one woman behind all of this outrage against Andy Cohen? I feel and believe it's Brandy. Okay. And she's going to women that are already like disgruntled, like Leah wanted the show to come back. She's saying that he's on the cocoa. You know, she's saying all kind of salacious things about him behind the scenes. Now, I'm not a huge Andy fan, but this just doesn't sit right with me. And to try to get the man fired because you're upset. And where the hell were you when Nene needed your help? I don't know. I don't like the gang up. I'm Team Andy on this one. I know everybody's going to get mad at me, but I just can't find it in my heart I don't like the gang up. Now, if something really happened to you, you're claiming that, you know, he was inappropriate. I'll put it that way. That's fine. But the rumors are you are intentionally trying to recruit people to go against Andy Cohen. Now, first of all, I don't think it's going to work because he's still in good with the network. So don't forget, Andy has a boss too. Do you think this is going to work? She's trying to get all these people to sue Andy Cohen. It's a mess.
I mean, a lot of people can file a lawsuit, but I guess at the end of the day, how many people win them? It could just come down to this. They're mad, whatever. Now, if they got some substance behind it, but it's going to take proof.
Right.
You can't just say a person hitting the cocoa with no picture or evidence of him really doing it.
Right.
Or you can't say that he's sending me all this midnight footage of his peen.
Okay, good. I thought you were going to say it.
Unless you got proof. So, I mean, all this stuff. And if he did it, hell, you know, expose him, I guess. But right now, it just sounds like a whole bunch of bitter women, you know?
Well, not bitter. Well, yeah, they're mad at him. They're
Right.
mad at him for different reasons, and they want to come together and then set him up. Now, if he did something to you and he did those things that Brandy's saying that he did, that's cool. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
you have a right to stand up for yourself. But this coup d'etat that they're forming behind the scenes, it just doesn't seem right to me. And
Right. So who all is it now? I know it's Brandy.
it's Brandy, it's Leah, and they're saying that there's more to come. I don't want to say
Do you think? No, 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 no. I'm not gonna be messy. No,
no,
no, no, no.
Carlos, that's what you're here for. Be
Do
messy,
you
honey.
believe, Sharrell, that Worldwide would join this case when she didn't join the
She did.
union?
Kandi came out and said that she supports Andy Cohen.
Oh! She support Andy Cohen.
She says
Okay,
she
good,
supports
good,
Andy
good,
Cohen,
good.
and she's always said that. So, according to the rumors, all the black women had a meeting, and they said that he wasn't treating them the way that he did the white shows. They were all supposed to come out and say that he was racist, but
Mhm.
it ended up only being Nene and then Kandi doing an about face. Then not only that, she came out publicly and said Andy Cohen's not racist. And that's a trigger word because when you call somebody racist, no white person wants to be considered racist unless you're some kind of redneck. It puts a label on you.
I don't think they
So,
even like it.
well, I mean, some
Yeah,
rednecks, they don't
I know. I was
mind
just
being
yeah,
labeled
yeah.
racist, but any other white person with any common sense, you don't want to be labeled racist. So for me, that was the deal breaker between him and Nene. But he needs to know it just wasn't Nene that day. Kandi was involved also. So it's a mess. And I always say this, even though I'm supporting you now, Andy, you made the crucial mistake of thinking that those housewives were your friends.
Mhm.
No, they're your employees. You're the boss. You can't you cross the lines. You just
Mhm.
can't do it. And I find out for us too, Pierre, we got our business life. Oh, and our personal life. I got to talk about my personal life in a minute. So I don't think it's gonna work. I think the network's gonna sign with Andy, and you are going to be even more blacklisted, Brandy, than you already are. That, according to the rumors, that was one of the reasons that she's suing him. She said he wouldn't allow her to get another job, so she figured, well, I'm blacklisted anyway. Might
Right.
as well. But I don't know. It's something. And Phaedra came out in support of Brandy. She said what happened with the Caroline situation wasn't as bad as it sounded. Well, I don't
Oh,
know if that's coming out for her, but she said that. And then a couple of other people. It's just a mess. And Andy, you got to remember you're the boss. You got to untangle those lines and remember they're never your friend, and vice versa.
hmm.
That even goes for the quad situation. I really feel that quad generally, I like quad, but this is my opinion. She just doesn't like the cast, and that's okay. Have you ever worked with somebody you don't like?
Yes,
I
child. Yeah.
That's right, because Carlos, you love quad, and you've been filling her head with a lot of
She's
stuff.
always been a dear friend of mine. She's always, for many years, she's always been a dear friend. But Sharrell, as you know, and all my raindrops know out there that I love all the girls. I love all the girls. Yeah.
You're just so funny. You took me out of what was I say? Quad just doesn't like the cast members, and that's okay. I feel like at this point, the cast needs to get it. She don't want to be your friend like that, Jackie. Catch on. Stop complaining about Quad living her life and being honest. If she doesn't like you, she just doesn't like you.
Right.
It,
And quiet defense, though. What would her and Dr. Jackie truly have in common? So I'm just saying, like, Quad is a fighter,
Mhm.
and ain't no way that I think Quad would be sitting at home reading a novel at 2 a.m. when her man was over in the DR swinging it.
Perry! Oh my God.
Sharrell, you so ghetto.
Esto se jodió.
I mean, you still think Curtis is cheating? It's so bad. I feel
Okay, no, for real. Let me be serious for a second. I'm
okay,
not Carlos
okay.
right now. Yes, Sharrell, like, if you really truly looked out the window And no offense to my raindrops, if you see rain falling, child, believe it's raining. Do not let your eyes deceive you. Right?
But Carrie, let me tell you something. You got to be very careful when you start saying that people's husbands.
Okay, no. I'm just telling you my opinion.
You feel
Perry don't come with no facts. Carlos Springs with a U never have facts. It's only opinions, people. Just opinions. And I'm just saying, Sharrell, like when you walking through a dark alley at night, you get to use your instincts. There's no sign saying warning, about to get robbed, stabbed. You know what I'm saying? Just saying, like, you got to just use your thing. If a man is gone,
Perry.
oh no, okay. Well, I'm just trying to tell all the young ladies that's out there that might be naive.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't trust Curtis either, but you can't convict. You just said it, but Andy Cohen without any proof. So until we find proof that Curtis is cheating, I'm going to keep my eye on him.
I know. I mean, but Dr. Simone sort of brung up a thing of the past that sort of gave you an idea that he do have it in him when they went to the little trip.
You are messy.
No, but I'm just saying this. No, I don't have no proof. I hope he's not cheating. For real.
Yeah, but it just doesn't feel right.
We just sitting here talking about it.
Yeah.
And if you watching people get suspicious.
Yeah.
I mean, how many trips can you make and you doing all these projects and stuff and nobody's seen a picture of a project?
Esto se jodió.
Just saying. At what point?
Listen, Married to Medicine it's a very good show. I wanted it to be ahead of Atlanta, but now that Portia's coming back, it's not going to. As far as the reunions, they were good, but they weren't like, it's not outstanding. I feel that well, I'll just wait and see. But anyway, I don't want to come after anybody's job. So I'll say it this way.
Right.
I forget that Sweet Tea is at the reunion. She's just like, I don't know. I think they should give her one more year. But if you don't show us who you are, Sweet Tea, and stop fighting with Dr. Heavenly, I want to see your storyline. I don't know. Something about Sweet Tea.
Well, I mean, for me, seriously, I forget all of them are at the reunion.
You are messy.
The only person who really stood out to me, I'm just saying, is Dr. G. And he's imagining being with Phaedra. That's about the only thing stands out. And the only thing stopped it was that $4,000 a month. But he still have dreams, hopes of one day he can climb the mountaintop.
Bonji, who's in charge of Perry? You are. Perry, you have crossed the line. Dr. G didn't say anything about wanting to have an affair with Phaedra.
No. He said that they used to date and they held hands closely. And he thought that he was getting closer to the upper room or the lower room, however you want to look at it. Just saying.
Perry, please stop.
He said, well, what stopped them was $4,000.
Oh my God. Listen, I'm going to say this on Married to Medicine, then I got to move on because this is a touchy subject. I feel like, and everyone's going to go ape shit on me. I know. I feel like that there's no Married to Medicine without Dr. Heavenly. I'm not saying that with she's the one that's working hard, trying to keep those storylines going. And I just feel like if she was off the show, there would be no show. Because I like Dr.
Everybody would be like this when Married to if Dr. Heavenly went there, let's keep it real. When that show came on, people would be like this.
Oh my
God.
I'm just saying. Let's keep it real. She is the show, but she can't do it by herself because then it's like a one-man show. Why pay to go and see the rest of them when you're only going to see her?
love her or hate her, she gives us stuff to talk about. She did back up off Sweet Tea. She really, it came to a halt. But Sweet Tea is still not. And then I'm not going to talk about the new lady's husband. What's his name?
Damn, what's his damn name? Her name Alicia.
Alicia's husband. Like,
Uh,
they're not a good fit for the show.
what is that kid name?
I don't know his name. You guys know in the chat, Alicia's husband.
Yeah, and I know he's a doctor, but he should be like a publicist and write a book on how to keep his woman straight. How to keep her
straight. Not
straight.
the upper room. Listen, let's talk about this relationship that Alicia has going on. People say in different countries, not just Africa. I have a friend that's Iranian, Zoya. And why did I just say her name?
I don't know. That's just bad.
But they're raised differently. So do we judge him for that's his culture, but it's clashing with our culture over here. Now I hear a lot of Africans don't like Black Americans. Have you heard that?
Well, you hear a lot of things, but this is what I learned, that I backed away from generalizing anything, because people would say all Black Americans this. That's not true. Yeah. And that's when we bring up these topics like it's culture and all this, and then you get a lot of people, I'm from that place. It's not like that. So I think people just do what they want to do. If that man don't want to go down low, he don't want to go down low. That's just his thing. No, I'm just saying.
I'm not talking about that part. I'm just saying saying that, women have to do all the work. That poor girl, she probably tired as hell. Like, he doesn't wash a dish. I mean, oh my gosh. I don't know. Do you think he's putting on for the cameras?
No, I really think when he say jump, she say hi hi. I'm just saying, like, but it's like a give and take. Yeah. She want him for this, he want her for that. If she didn't want that, she wouldn't take it. In my opinion.
Don't judge. Yeah, you're right.
I can't judge it,
And we never know what happens behind closed doors. They could be a perfect fit for each other. Let's move on. I want to talk about Kyle and Mauricio. So this is when Freddie was supposed to do this part. So I guess on the reunion, I have not watched it. I heard this from Freddie. Kyle finally was starting to open up about their marriage, which is Mauricio's been cheating on her for years. Okay. And then he got to the point where he didn't even want to hide it anymore. He's going to talk about it on his show on Netflix. And that's the show that the mistress is on. Why do I feel bad for Kyle? I hated her for so many years. I called her Vile Kyle. But why is Mauricio doing all this? Why is he so disrespectful about it? Well, what made him fall out of love with Kyle? I'm not understanding Mauricio.
I think maybe it could have just been over the years. Now, this is not the first rumor you have heard.
It's not.
So I think what changed is she's gotten tired of being the woman on the side when she stayed in the same house, and then starting to add a little fuel to the fire. I'm just saying that he's been allegedly doing this for years. Mm-hmm. And she stuck by, hoping that one day that he would realize she's the true queen. But he never has. And then she's getting built up after 2 kids, 3 kids, and you still treat me like this.
So yeah, disrespect for her. And now he's taking it a step further. On his new show on Netflix, he's talking trash about what's Kathy Hilton's Rick Hilton. And how Rick Hilton was jealous of him. Well, Mauricio, come on. Why would Rick Hilton be jealous of your ass? When you first met Rick Hilton, he was already a Hilton and he already had way more money than you were. You claimed that you weren't born with a silver spoon in your mouth. Now, not only are you turning on Kyle, but you're disrespecting Rick Hilton. And y'all know how I feel about Kathy. And it's so unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. And does that mean he hated Rick Hilton for years?
Well, yeah, sounds like it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think some relationships like that, when you play second fiddle and you think things are going to change, it end up being worse.
What do you mean by that? You felt that Mauricio thought he was less than
Kyle,
Rick Hilton?
It's my opinion. Kyle stayed with him when she probably had good reason to think that he was out there blowing his neighbor back out. Stuff like that. Right? but stayed thinking that one day he'll truly appreciate me. But then the next one come along, then the next one come along. Instead of him appreciating her more, it went the opposite way.
Yeah, he's just getting
So
bad.
it's no things like she's feeling all this now. You can't tell me that she ain't felt this way 5 or 6 years ago when he was so-called creeping.
Please remind me I'm not supposed to feel sorry for Kyle. I just any
Well, I
woman.
mean, have you
any-
seen how she did her? I mean, no, come on now. At a certain time, you can feel sorry for her for being in denial. And then at this point, he
I
don't have
don't
no
want
choice.
Perry. I want Carlos back. Like, come on. Just as a woman, for me, I hate to see someone's marriage crumble and then exposing how he's been treating her. Yeah, you're right. She's still vile, Kyle.
Oh yeah, and if you want to hear from Carlos can speak to you and the rain drips. That I just feel like that Cal has been such a dear friend. Always loved her, and the best bit of advice: my heart is broken.
Wow.
So Cal,
No, you're
and
right. He always liked Kyle. He did.
I like to give her some business advice. You know how to completely maybe resolve this issue. Because sometimes, Sharrell, as you and the rain drips know, sometimes you get to fight fire with fire. Okay? And I have the ultimate storyline for her that can bring her and would definitely bring Mauricio back into the fold.
Do we want Mauricio back,
Oh,
Perry?
Kyle want that.
I mean,
And she's been a
Carlos.
dear friend. She's been a dear friend. And sometimes you get to make a person really just get to that point where they feel like they're missing out on something that you bring into the table.
What are you talking about? Say
I'm
it in
just
your
saying-
normal voice. Yeah.
Okay, this is the perfect thing, right? I think that he got used to Kyle bowing down. You know, when he come in and say jump, she say hi. She got to let him know what he's missing, right? And make him feel like, because he don't got so used to it over the years and got bored with it, she got to spice it up a little bit, right? So, you know, Carlos with a U, feel like I got the perfect storyline. And this would bring Beverly Hills back on top. I've done it, Sharrell, with Atlanta. Okay. We just need to just drop out, have the little rain drips go, spread the word that what's going on here is that PK and Dorit has made advances to Kyle, and they invited her down to the dungeon.
Perry, stop lying. You did not hear that.
This is the storyline.
Oh,
No. This not. I'm saying this would bring more attention back because everybody's trying to wake up Dorit. It spices up her life, and maybe she'll get past the PTSD from the fake burglary. So I mean, this will bring this show back, right? You get to jazz it up a little Jerry Springer style. That's what I brought to Atlanta when I brought up the sex dungeon.
So there's a rumor out there, and Freddie was supposed to talk about this part, that Carlos King, real Carlos King, is supposed to be going after Marlo to make her a cast member of Bad and Bougie, or is that a Migos song? Something bougie. I know the word bougie's in it. And that's not, why would Carlos go? Why would Marlo going on that show? It doesn't make any sense. And it's the ratings. With all due respect, the ratings are so low. What does she get out of that? I don't get it. Not money. They don't pay what Bravo's paying. It just doesn't make any sense. So I hope that's a false rumor, because that's that would be a bad move on her part. With all due respect, right, Mr. Spring? That would just be a bad move.
Yes.
Anyway, so let me see if I can put this up here. So they released a snippet on the upcoming. Oh, I can't even play it. I almost played it. They released a snippet of what's to come up on the part 3 of the reunion on Married to Medicine, and they're bringing in Apollo. Now, Apollo is saying that Kandi and Todd threw him under the bus by one telling the public that he stored things in their garage, and then telling the feds that they stored things in his garage. He said he recently ran into Todd, and Todd told him it was all done for a storyline. It really wasn't meant to, harm you in any kind of way. And Carlos said it did harm him in a lot of ways, because that was more evidence for the feds. Now, and he's basically mad at Kandi.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm not a huge Kandi fan. You guys know that. But if the feds come knocking on my door, Freddie's here. Oh, hold on. Let me drop the link. If the feds came knocking at my door or asking me questions, I'm not going to implicate myself. How dumb is that? Hi, Freddie, come on up. That's just dumb. So I don't understand. What's Carlos? Not Carlos. What did Apollo want them to do?
I don't know. I mean, when the feds come and knocking, I got to get the hell on personally. But I don't know. I mean, but I think when you said earlier that they became friends with him for a storyline, is that part of it?
He said that he outed them for a storyline. They didn't think he was going to get back and, do the things he did. But I got to end that conversation, because we'll watch that on the upcoming episode. Hi, Freddie. I'm so glad you can make it.
Hi, sorry I'm late.
What's up, Freddie?
Gosh. It's Chelsea and Arsenal are playing, and because I live by Chelsea Football Club, the trains were a nightmare. But I'm here now, ready to talk about everything.
Let's start with Katie, because I went back and looked at the messages that you sent me, so I don't have the tape anymore. So let's talk about it. Do you have it?
I've got the tape, yes. I don't know how I'm going to share it, but
You just upload it to your, like you're going to do, and then I just have to accept it. I get a message.
What on where do I upload?
So you go to at the bottom, it'll say present. Do you see that?
Oh yeah.
You click that and you see where it says video file.
Oh, video file. Damn. Oh, it's on my phone. I don't have it on my
It's
laptop.
on your phone.
Right, what I'll do is I will send it to you so you can put it on the community.
Just hold it up if we need to sit. So tell everyone, what are we seeing, and just.
Okay, so obviously, as we knew, Katie Ross who was on Potomac, she had quite a lot of alcohol, substance abuse issues. And it did seem last year that she'd gone to rehab, she was clean and everything, and she seemed to be a lot happier in life. She'd moved to Miami, I believe, and she got this boyfriend called Travis, who I believe she was engaged to. Now, that relationship seems to have ended. It's all gone wrong. She's saying he's a fraudster and everything like that. And she's been putting up some bizarre videos, so much so that in one of the videos, Robin Dixon actually commented and said, "I hope you're okay."
Okay, Freddie. Now, we don't know for sure. Do you think the drugs came first, then the mental health, or the mental health issues were first and then the drugs?
It's such a hard one to know what happened. I suspect it was the mental issues popped up first because of being depressed with those mental issues. That drove her to drugs, alcohol, and it's just a wicked spiral. People have asked her, I've noticed on her Instagram, about it, and she says that she's been an addict pretty much all her life. So it seems supposedly it seems that these issues have been going on for a lot longer than people sort of realized before the show, potentially, if what she's saying is true.
Can you hold the phone up?
Let me play one of the videos.
So sad. Perry, you don't know her. You weren't around. She was on season. That's so sad. It's just sad. Oh, stop it. I just thought it has music to it. I might have to cut that out later.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's another video. Just explain what she's doing on the other one.
So then there was another video where it seems that she's naked again and she's sitting on the loo and she's trying to say like she's taking a dump of like toxic people in her life. It's really weird. And she was sort of doing more of this weird dancing and stuff with her hands that didn't really make sense at all. Something that someone that's sober probably wouldn't be doing.
Do you remember when she... Go ahead, Perry. What'd you say?
It sounded like she had Diddy's Freak Fest.
It's really sad to
No,
watch.
I mean, you see her hallucinating, and I mean, like that is like, is it bath salt? Or something like that?
But Freddie, do you remember in the past when she had a miscarriage and she spread the blood all over and laid on it?
Oh, damn.
Yes, I remember that.
She has severe mental health issues.
Oh, yeah, that's
drug addiction. She wants to come back on the show. She begs Andy. I don't think they need to bring her back. What do you think, Freddie?
Well, I think the thing is that if she's acting like this, Bravo cannot possibly be seen, particularly now with all the lawsuits that are coming at them. They can't be seen bringing someone that's got drug and alcohol issues. And if they've got booze there at events, which they do, it's not about if they're forcing her to drink or not. She'll just drink it all anyway. And then Bravo is seen as basically enabling an addict, which is really, really, which they can't be seen doing. So absolutely not. I don't think, unless she gets sober again, the best she'll get, I reckon, will be a guest appearance because she is far too volatile and she's not consistent enough with her sobriety, unfortunately.
I want to readdress the issue really quickly because all the girls are ganging up on Andy Cohen. They're saying there's more lawsuits to be coming their way. I feel that it's Brandy behind all of it. Have you heard that they're trying to get him fired or at least have him replaced at the reunions? Did you hear that?
Yes, I have been hearing that they've been trying to get him fired. There have been lots of rumors. People have tried to claim that supposedly Kate Chastain's going to be taking over, was a blind that was implying that. I personally, I think if they were to get rid of him, Kate Chastain will not be Bravo's choice anyway. I think if they were to fire Andy, they'd probably go for someone like Jeff Lewis, I reckon.
So what's happening? Why are these women turning on Andy Cohen?
Well, it's the women that have been that aren't a part of the Bravo world anymore. It's the rejects is what I like to call them. I mean, if you look at people like Bethany Frankel, she thought she was better than the whole Housewives franchise. She'd get shows, she'd do way better. And of course, that didn't work. How did she sort of talk again and be talked about more in the media? She did a podcast about housewives. So for her, it's all about being in the press. It's not about money. She's got quite a lot of money, but it's all about relevance. I mean, look at Leah McSweeney. I mean, she is what I would call an accident suer. So she sues. She's like one of those ambulance people, you know, those types of dodgy always looking to sue people. And look, her life's gone to shit, quite frankly, because she's had to resort to going on OnlyFans, where she's spreading her legs for $10 and all this type of stuff.
Wow.
Wait, what? Freddie, Leah McSweeney has an OnlyFans page where she opens up?
Yes.
Literally opens up her legs?
Yeah, she's done like ones of her behind. She's naked. Yeah, she shows off parts.
Why would she do that?
Because this woman, because her brand Married to the Mob, allegedly it's all sort of bought off Etsy and personalized, so no one's really buying into the brand. She got fired from Housewives because she's acts like a weirdo, and now, what else can she do? I mean, no other TV network's going to want her now that she's gone for Bravo, so the only way to sort of earn some income for her is OnlyFans.
That's crazy. Oh my God.
They don't have a Walmart that she can work at or anything like that?
I don't know, but maybe Carlos, you might be kind enough to give her a job or something.
Well, you know, and I will,
They'll
and
come
in the
running.
Rain Chips, we support all the women because we love them, they love us, and maybe we can do something for her, you know, and because it's not that healthy, it's a little too cold out to be spreading them like that. So maybe I reach out to her.
And maybe you can do bold and bullshit in New York. That might work.
Uh,
Have you thought of that?
that is fabulous, just fabulous, Freddie, fabulous idea.
We are so messy. So so,
And I know, Freddie, I mean, you might be from England, but I must say, you are definitely ghetto.
it's so ridiculous. All right. What else did you want to share with us, Freddie?
Oh, Beverly, have we talked about Beverly Hills, the reunion? What's happening
No.
with that? I mean, Kathy Hilton, I must say, a lot of people are not happy with her.
Why? What happened?
I mean, to me, it does seem, if we're looking at X and we're looking at Instagram, it's not been good on, you know, a lot of people are pissed off that Kathy said that she was going to go after Sutton and things like that, based on the fact that Sutton said earlier in the season that Kathy got mad at her because apparently Kathy felt that Sutton didn't 100% have her back, and they sort of played the clips, and when Kathy came on stage, that was when Sutton had the issues and had to go to hospital. And we hear Kathy say to Erica and Kyle, oh, I was going to go for her. And Kyle's laughing about it. Also, Kyle refusing to tell us why she's sort of going to leave Mauricio. She won't tell us the details. And at the end of the day,
Go ahead.
the end of the day, this woman is paid
To
$2
tell us,
million $2 million a year to be telling us what's happening in her life. And she's not going to be honest. And the fact that Mauricio seems to be giving more info on buying Beverly Hills than Kyle is to Bravo, I think is pretty disgraceful.
I don't know what I said this earlier, why I feel bad for Kyle. I just kind of do. I know you guys are going to drag me. I don't know. I just
Well,
feel
what
bad.
I heard is that she would get back with Mauricio, but apparently Mauricio seems to be quite happy with the arrangement they have. So he wouldn't want to go back to the old ways where he sort of discreetly steps out. He wants to be able to publicly date people and you know, sort of hook up with people whenever he wants, is the alleged rumors that are going around.
Exactly, Freddie.
Now, Carlos, with you, you're very close to Kyle. You love Kyle. You stated how much
I
you
love her.
Kyle.
I love Kyle. What a beautiful woman and a beautiful soul. And she's always been one of my faves.
Yes. Well, Carlos, have you thought about maybe not all your shows, but just reviewing one?
No, Sharrell, see, you know, please stay focused here. Stay focused. This is not about my amazing shows on OWN. This is about the women on Bravo, okay? Just on Bravo. And my raindrops are with me. Say, oh, yeah. Okay?
And he just wants to be Andy Cohen's side piece guy.
I know.
Like, I like to break news. And I'm going to tell you something. Me and Cal go way back, just a wonderful friend. And you're feeling bad for her because you're assuming she's not happy.
Well, but she could be happy.
She told me a secret, okay? She told me a secret. You know, she told Carlos, for
Harry,
you.
Kyle's not happy.
She said, and when I spoke to her and I was questioning her about her Mauricio split, and she said, well, Carlos, but for you, let me just tell you one thing. Since I went to Nashville and been listening to a little country, I've never felt this way before.
Perry, you're very messy. You're very messy. All right, we're running out of. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
What else did you want to bring up? We're running out of time, so bring in like maybe two more good ones.
I mean, and also actually, Carlos, let's not forget that Kyle said she thought Morgan was hot in the reunion and that she didn't know she might have a relationship with her in the end.
Well, she is most, the word I'm getting. I don't really know Morgan. She's not like one of my faves. Like, I would consider her like my castmate on OWN. I don't really want anything to do with them. My faves are on Bravo. On Bravo.
Anyway, go ahead, Freddie, before we run out of time. Go ahead.
Oh, so do we want to talk about what's happening in the land of royals?
Let's do it.
Oh my gosh.
So let me ask you a question. I hear that Prince William is having an affair on Kate Middleton. Have you heard this rumor?
Well, there's been rumors for ages going around that he's allegedly not the most faithful man in the land.
Really?
Yes. No, I don't know whether he's currently having an exclusive one with someone else, but, there've been lots of rumors that have gone round over the years that he was having an affair with this woman called Rose Hambury, supposedly. But, that was the rumors that were out there. But I think the stuff with Kate going on, it's a real shit show. The royals have really fucked up. And that's because they've not been honest about what's happening. They've tried to be secretive. They've tried to be aloof, saying she's had abdominal surgery and that, she's recovering and all this stuff. But then what's being followed is that all these rumors. So there are rumors going around that allegedly she's got anorexia or bulimia. There have been rumors that she's got ulcerative colitis and stuff like that. There was then a rumor that allegedly she had an affair with what was his name? This royal, someone in the royal family's husband.
Damn, oh my God, y'all got a lot going on over there. Perry, have you heard that?
Sharrell, I don't know. I sound like she got a lot of medical issues going on. And Freddie said that she got old ass-itis.
And he also said she's anorexic. So why can't we see her? Where has she been?
Oh, yeah, I'm back.
Oh, I said, why haven't we seen her? Where has she been?
Well, that's what we don't know. Supposedly recovering from this surgery is what we're being told. But yeah, there are lots of rumors that are happening. And what Kate is not doing, and the royals in general are not doing to help themselves, is she's making a series of gaffes, like the editing of the Mother's Day photo and things like that. And it's like, when you're under the spotlight because people feel you aren't being honest and it's all very suspicious, it's all... Don't edit pictures in a weird way, because you're inviting conspiracy theorists, you're inviting the public to question what you're saying. It's really not clever. I'd be sacking her PR team if I were her, to say the least.
All right. What is Kobe talking about? Robin almost fired for not telling Kyle not to.
Robin?
I don't get it.
Are you messing with us, Kobe? Because he jokes a lot.
I don't know. I'd be surprised if Kyle even knew who Robin Dixon was.
Okay, so then really quickly, you had one more story?
What was the other story that we had? Oh, yes. So we also had the fact, interestingly, how Meghan Markle decided to launch her new website on the same day that the Princess Diana Awards were happening. Now, it wouldn't have surprised me if Meghan launched it on a day that Wills and Kate were doing some appearance or a royal event, but
not
the
Diana.
fact that Prince Harry was so close and, in adoration of his mother, and he always talks about it, I just find it very weird that Meghan would choose the day when they're doing it on the day of an event, they're commemorating Princess Diana.
She's just making a big mistake. She's going from bad to worse. Now, really quickly, on the upcoming season on Married to Medicine, Apollo's going to come on and say that he's upset with Kandi and Todd for telling the feds that he had stuff in the garage. This is so ridiculous, because when the feds come to you You don't lie to the feds. What are your thoughts on this? Why is he so upset about it? And then allegedly Todd told him, "Oh, that was just a storyline," which is not true. What are your thoughts on that?
I think Apollo's trying to look for a fresh start. He's done with the people questioning where he is, what he's doing, and everything. We know that he's remarried and everything. And I think he just wants to be open and honest and say what really happened in order for him to be able to move on with his life.
Maybe people were saying, though, in the comment section, this should be on Atlanta. Why are they talking about this on Married to Medicine? So
I agree, but of course. Oh yeah, I agree with that. They should have it on Atlanta, but because they messed up with Atlanta and they didn't have Phaedra on it because they were busy pandering to Kandi Burruss and her going, "Oh no, I'm a bit too scared to be working with Phaedra because everyone's got to do what me and my alleged cheating man Todd have to say."
Damn.
So
last
they
question.
haven't. They
Have
should.
you heard anything about Phaedra coming back to Atlanta?
I've heard that they're still at an impasse of working out what is going to happen. Are they going to stick her in Married to Medicine, or are they going to put her in Atlanta? They're still having the conversations about that. You know, Shed, who are the production company that do Married to Medicine in Atlanta, they're still unsure. There's still a lot of talks happening. I know that Phaedra would choose Atlanta if she got, but at the end of the day, it is down to Shed and Bravo and Andy Cohen. So we'll really have to see what's going to happen. But I mean, the fact that Heavenly did confirm that Quad's definitely going to be coming back, I'm thinking that maybe that they're going to get rid of Phaedra, bring Quad back as the replacement, and then bring someone new potentially.
I agree. Listen to Kobe. He's trying to check us right now. He said when Juan cheated, the public wanted Robin fired for not revealing the affair, but nobody's asking for Kyle to be fired. She's not exposing Mauricio. You know what, Kobe? That you got a point there. So maybe I should stop feeling sorry for her. What's the difference, Freddie?
The difference is that Kyle is more valued by Bravo. They care about her more. She is Andy and Bravo's favorite. She is one of the highest paid people on Bravo's pay. And the second thing is that with Robin, there's black and white evidence that proves that Juan was cheating and hanging out with other women that he shouldn't have been. Whereas Mauricio, he's, you know, if that's true, he's been more sly. There are not pictures of him hanging out with other women before the separation.
Yeah.
So he kept it under wraps. He's only been pictured with other women after him and Kyle officially separated.
All right, you guys, we're trying to make this a permanent fixture here. We want to come on every Friday and talk about Housewives news. I might have to do it another day because it's starting to be a lot of stuff. But we're back. We're officially back and covering Housewives. I'm not going to finish up Bravo Beverly Hills, just because I missed the whole season. And I think we're on the last part 3 of Married to Medicine. So who's coming on next?
Of Married to Medicine?
No, the next shows to watch. Is it going to be?
Oh, next shows to watch. We're going to have, what have we got? We've got New Jersey that's coming out, I believe, in April, and then we've got the Real Housewives of Dubai, which I believe is coming out.
I gotta get into that. Yeah. Carlos, will you be returning? Carlos with the U?
Oh yes, dear, yes. And Cody has an excellent point. Excellent. He should be one of my wonderful raindrops because he brings the heat, child. He brings the heat, and yes, Kyle has to be transparent with her relationship, regardless. Hashtag get rid of Andy, bring Carlos back, please, for you.
Carlos, you want Andy's job?
Yes, Sharrell. Read between the lines here. I'm the best.
I'm done. I'm
Good for
done.
you.
Freddie, if you need to change the time, let me know. You're working, so we really appreciate you coming on. So,
Thank you. It was
yeah,
good to be
we
here.
love
Sorry for
we
being
love
late.
Freddie. How many years have we been working together? Years. It's been years.
Like 4 or 5 now.
Yes, long time. All right,
I
guys. So
remember
we'll see.
working with you when you were on 7,500 followers.
That's crazy. That's many, many moons ago. Love you, Freddie. Love you. Love you too, Perry and Carlos Springs.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
All right, you guys. We'll see
Oh,
you
my Ranger.
around. Oh my God, Perry, please take us out. Bye, you guys. We'll see you next week. What
Bye.
is wrong with you?
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Bye, everybody.